What if I told you that your income, the exact amount you earn today, could multiply by 10 in the next few years? Would you believe me? Or would your mind instantly start listing all the reasons why that's impossible? Because that's where the 10x journey begins, not with a strategy, not with a business plan, but with belief. You see, most people never get rich not because they're not smart, not because they're not capable, but because they never allow themselves to think bigger. They've been trained to think in small steps, a little raise here, a little promotion there. But wealth doesn't work like that. Wealth rewards exponential thinking. The truth is, you cannot 10x your income by doing more of what you're already doing. You can't just work harder. You have to work smarter, faster, and deeper. You have to change the very way you see money, opportunity, and your own potential. Think about it. Every person you admire, the top entrepreneurs, investors, creators, and leaders, they don't have more hours in a day than you. They just understand something that most people don't: leverage. They've mastered the art of multiplying their effort, their time, and their value. And here's the good news. You can learn to do the same. Because wealth isn't a gift, it's a skill. And any skill can be learned, practiced, and mastered. In this audiobook, How to 10x Your Income, I'm going to walk you step by step through the same principles that have helped ordinary people create extraordinary results. You'll discover how to think like a millionaire before you become one. You'll learn how to find your highest value skills, build systems that scale, and use leverage to multiply your income in ways most people never imagine. We'll talk about mindset, strategy, and discipline. We'll uncover the habits of people who consistently break income barriers. And most importantly, you'll learn how to build your own 10x roadmap, a plan that takes you from where you are to where you truly want to be. So whether you're an employee looking to break free, a business owner ready to scale, or simply someone who knows deep down that you're capable of more, this audiobook is your blueprint. Because the difference between earning $50,000 a year and $500,000 a year isn't luck. It's leverage. It's focus. It's execution. By the end of this audiobook, you'll no longer see income as something that happens to you, you'll see it as something you create. This is Audiobook 3 in our Wealth Without Luck series. A series designed to teach you how to take control of your finances, think like a builder, and create wealth from the ground up. Before we dive in, if you're serious about mastering money and creating wealth on purpose, click the subscribe button so you don't miss out the next audiobook of the series. Now let's begin. Chapter 1. The 10x Mindset Shift. If you want to 10x your income, you must first 10x your mindset. Because here's the truth. Your income will never exceed your level of thinking. Every financial limitation you face right now, every ceiling, every struggle, started in your mind. And if you want to break through, you can't just change what you do. You have to change how you think. The difference between linear and exponential thinking. Most people think in straight lines. They trade time for money, 1 hour, 1 paycheck, 1 project, 1 client. It's the same routine, repeated for years. But high earners? They think in multipliers. They ask, how can I do this once and get paid 100 times? How can I turn this skill, this system, this idea, into something that works even when I'm not working? That's the 10x mindset. It's not about doing more. It's about thinking bigger. It's about replacing effort with impact and replacing time with leverage. When you shift your focus from income as effort to income as outcome, everything changes. Why average thinking keeps you broke? Most people are trapped in what I call survival mode. They don't plan, they react. They work just hard enough to pay bills, not to build wealth. And they spend their mental energy managing scarcity instead of creating abundance. That mindset is poison. Because if you think small, you make small moves. And small moves lead to small results. The people who rise to the top aren't necessarily smarter, they just refuse to accept average thinking. They look at problems differently. They see opportunity where others see limitation. Remember this. The poor think about survival. The middle class think about comfort. The wealthy think about growth. Think value, not hours. When you think like a high earner, your question changes. It's no longer, how much can I earn per hour? It becomes, how much value can I create per solution? You stop selling your time. You start selling transformation. That's why the world's top performers, consultants, entrepreneurs, creators, earn exponentially more. Because they've learned to solve bigger problems. And the bigger the problem you solve, the bigger the paycheck you deserve. So if you want to 10x your income, start by 10x the size of the problems you solve. The power of self-belief and expectation. Listen carefully. Your income is a reflection of what you believe you deserve. If deep down, you think you're only worth $50,000 a year, your actions will always match that belief. Even if you get a raise, a new job, or a lucky break, you'll eventually fall back to your internal thermostat. That's why mindset is everything. You must expect more from yourself before you can earn more from the world. Because money doesn't come to the most talented, it comes to the most certain. Certainty attracts opportunity. Confidence attracts clients. And belief creates momentum. The visualization exercise. Close your eyes for a moment. Picture yourself earning 10 times your current income. What does your life look like? What are you wearing? Where are you working? Who are you serving? How are you living? Now ask yourself, what would that version of me do differently today? Would they still procrastinate? Would they still waste hours scrolling on their phone? Would they still doubt their potential? Probably not. Because the 10x version of you makes bolder decisions. They think long-term. They take ownership. They move with purpose. And here's the secret. You don't have to wait to become that person. You start becoming them today with every decision you make. Your income won't grow until you do. And the first step toward 10x growth is expanding your mind. Think bigger. Take responsibility. And never again let fear set your financial limits. Because the moment your mindset expands beyond your current reality, your reality has no choice but to catch up. Chapter 2. Identify your true value. If you want to 10x your income, you must first understand this. You are not paid by the hour. You are paid for the value you bring to every hour. Most people never get rich because they misunderstand where their income truly comes from. They think money comes from a job, a boss, or a paycheck. But that's not true. Money flows to value. It always has. It always will. Your income is a mirror. It reflects how much value you bring to others, multiplied by how many people you bring it to. So if you want to earn more, you don't need a new job first. You need a new value equation. The real source of money. Here's a truth most people never realize. Money doesn't come from effort. It comes from impact. If you help one person a little, you get paid a little. If you help thousands of people massively, you get paid massively. Think of a local barber and a top celebrity hairstylist. They both cut hair, but one earns $10 a client while the other charges $1,000 a session. The difference isn't just skill, it's perceived value. It's how the market views what they do and who they do it for. When you increase your value, you increase your income automatically. The skill, market, leverage triangle. To understand your true value, imagine a triangle with 3 sides. Skill, what you can do. 2. Market, who needs it. 3. Leverage, how you deliver it. If you only have 1 or 2 of these, you'll always struggle. Let's break them down. Skill. This is your expertise, talent, or knowledge. It could be selling, writing, leadership, design, coaching, communication, or problem solving. The world doesn't reward you for what you know. It rewards you for what you can do with what you know. Market. Who actually values your skill? There's no point being the best in something no one wants to pay for. You must align your skill with a hungry market, one that has money and a clear pain point. Leverage. This is how you multiply your effort. You could deliver your value one-on-one or one-to-many. You could automate it, systemize it, or scale it through tools, technology, or people. Leverage is what transforms skill into wealth. So if you want to identify your true value, ask yourself, what am I great at? Who needs it the most? How can I deliver it at scale? When you answer those 3 questions honestly, you unlock the foundation of exponential income growth. Stop trading time, start trading results. The old way of working says, work more hours, earn more money. But that's a trap. Because hours are limited, value isn't. The rich don't sell time. They sell transformation. They sell outcomes, not activity. Think of a lawyer who charges per hour versus one who charges a fixed fee to win a case. One is limited by time. The other is paid for results. When you learn to connect your income to the results you create, not the time you spend, your earning potential becomes limitless. Repositioning yourself for higher value opportunities. Sometimes, the problem isn't that you lack value, it's that you're undervaluing yourself. You might already have skills that are valuable, but you've been selling them to the wrong audience or in the wrong format. For example, a teacher who earns $500 a month can repackage their knowledge into online courses, tutoring businesses, or educational consulting and make $5,000 or more. The skill didn't change. The positioning did. Repositioning is about finding the intersection between what you know and what the market desperately needs. It's about framing your value in a way that commands higher pay, better opportunities, and greater respect. The power of perceived value. Remember, people don't pay for effort. They pay for perceived value. The way you present yourself, the way you communicate your expertise, and the way you package your services all influence what others are willing to pay. That's why branding, communication, and confidence matter just as much as competence. If two people have the same skill, the one who positions it better earns 10 times more. So ask yourself, how am I communicating my value to the world? Does my online presence, my speech, my presentation reflect my true worth? If not, upgrade it. Because the world doesn't pay you what you're worth. It pays you what it thinks you're worth. Your job is to raise that perception through proof, confidence, and results. Your true value is not fixed, it's flexible. It grows as you grow. Every skill you master, every problem you solve, every connection you make, they all increase your worth in the marketplace. You don't have to start over to earn more. You just have to see yourself differently. You are not a worker. You are a value creator. And the moment you realize that, your income will never be the same again. Chapter 3. Build high-income skills. If mindset is the foundation of wealth, and value is the structure, then skill is the engine that drives everything forward. Because here's the truth. You can't 10x your income with average skills. You must develop high-income skills, the kind of skills that the market rewards with attention, respect, and big checks. You can't just want more money. You have to become the kind of person who deserves more money through the power of skill. What are high-income skills? A high-income skill is a specialized ability that allows you to produce massive results for others and get paid accordingly. It's not about having a degree. It's not about how long you've worked. It's about your ability to solve valuable problems fast. A high-income skill makes you indispensable, irreplaceable, and in demand. And when you have one, you'll never worry about money again. The 3 categories of high-income skills. Let's break them down. 1. Money-making skills. These are the skills that directly bring in cash flow. They are the revenue-generating engines of any business. Examples include sales and persuasion, copywriting and marketing, social media growth and content creation, negotiation and deal closing. When you master these, you can walk into any business and instantly increase its income, which means you'll always be valuable. 2. Money-multiplying skills. These are the skills that help you take what you've earned and grow it. They involve managing, scaling, and investing money intelligently. Examples: business strategy, financial literacy and investing, systems thinking and automation, leadership and delegation. While money-making skills get you rich, money-multiplying skills keep you rich. 3. People and influence skills. This is the ultimate category, the skill of dealing with humans. Because no matter how advanced the world becomes, wealth will always flow through relationships. Examples: communication and storytelling, emotional intelligence, networking and relationship building, leadership and influence. If you can't connect with people, you'll always hit a ceiling. But when you master communication, there is no limit to how far you can go. How to choose the right skill to master. You don't need to learn everything. Focus creates fortune. Ask yourself 3 key questions. 1. What am I naturally curious or passionate about? 2. Which skill has the most demand and financial potential in today's world? 3. Which one can I start learning and monetizing within the next 90 days? The sweet spot is where your interest, market demand, and profit potential intersect. That's your starting point. Once you choose your skill, go all in. Because one well-developed skill is worth more than 10 half-learned ones. The learn, apply, teach cycle. High-income individuals don't just consume information, they convert it. Here's their secret formula. Learn it, apply it, teach it. Every time you learn something new, apply it immediately. Turn it into a result. Then teach it to someone else, because teaching deepens mastery. This cycle builds confidence, credibility, and competence. It's how experts are made. So instead of watching endless tutorials or reading without action, commit to applying what you learn within 24 hours. Because action creates skill. The 1-year skill transformation plan. If you focus deeply on one high-income skill for the next 12 months, your life could completely change. Here's a simple plan. Months 1 to 3, learn the fundamentals, absorb everything. Months 4 to 6, apply it daily, create small projects, test ideas. Months 7 to 9, monetize it, offer your skill as a service or side hustle. Months 10 to 12, scale it, build systems, raise your price, teach others. At the end of 1 year, you won't just know something new, you'll own it. And ownership of skill equals ownership of income. Why most people never develop high-income skills? They quit too soon. They chase shortcuts. They want the reward without the repetition. But here's a fact. Mastery requires boring consistency. Every expert was once a beginner who refused to stop. When others get distracted, keep learning. When others complain, keep practicing. When others quit, keep going. Because the world will always pay top dollar to the few who mastered what the many abandoned. Skills are the bridges between dreams and reality. They transform potential into profit. And every time you sharpen one, you become more valuable, not just to others, but to yourself. Your goal is simple. Become so skilled that money becomes a natural byproduct of your excellence. Chapter 4. Leverage, not labor. Let's get something clear. You cannot 10x your income by simply working harder. Because no matter how hard you work, you still only have 24 hours in a day. Hard work builds discipline, yes, but leverage builds wealth. If your income depends only on your effort, you are capped. But if your income depends on your systems, your network, your capital, or your technology, you are free. This is the great secret of exponential growth. The rich don't work harder than you, they just work through leverage. What is leverage? Leverage means multiplying your results without multiplying your effort. It's about doing something once and getting paid again and again. It's the ability to create a system, product, or team that works even when you don't. Think of it like this. If you push a rock up a hill with your bare hands, that's labor. If you use a lever to move the same rock with half the effort, that's leverage. Most people spend their entire lives pushing with their hands. The wealthy spend their time building better levers. The 3 types of leverage. There are 3 main types of leverage you must master if you truly want to 10x your income. 1. Technology leverage. This is the most powerful form of leverage in the modern world. Technology allows you to multiply your output, your reach, and your efficiency instantly. Automation, AI, social media, digital products. These tools don't sleep. An email campaign can sell to thousands while you're asleep. A YouTube channel can generate income for years after one upload. A single online course can teach thousands without you showing up. Technology turns effort into systems. And systems are what separate the rich from the busy. So stop asking, how can I do this myself? Start asking, how can I make a system do this for me? 2. People leverage. No one builds wealth alone. Behind every millionaire is a network, a team, a tribe, a circle of competence. People leverage means using the time, talents, and energy of others to achieve a shared goal. It's leadership. It's delegation. It's collaboration. If you're doing everything yourself, you're not building wealth, you're building exhaustion. You need people who can do what you do better than you, so you can focus on what truly moves the needle. Leverage doesn't mean using people, it means empowering people. Because when your team wins, you win. So ask yourself, who can I hire, partner with, or mentor to multiply my results? Who can help me scale faster while focusing on what I do best? Remember, small thinkers work alone, big thinkers build teams. 3. Capital leverage. Money itself can become a tool of leverage. When you invest, you're putting your money to work for you, so you can stop working for it. It might be in real estate, stocks, digital assets, or your own business, but the principle is the same. Your money should earn while you sleep. The wealthy understand this rule deeply. Every dollar is a worker, and the goal is to build a business filled with employees called dollars that never take a day off. So instead of spending everything you earn, start investing in assets that pay you back. That's how capital becomes your silent partner in wealth creation. The leverage formula. There's a simple equation for exponential growth. Income equals value times leverage. You already know how to increase your value by building skills and solving bigger problems. Now, the multiplier is leverage. Let's say your skill brings $1,000 in value per client. Without leverage, you can serve maybe 10 clients a month, $10,000 total. But with leverage, an automated system, an online platform, a small team, you could serve 1,000 clients with the same effort. That's not 10% more income. That's 10x more income. Real examples of leverage in action. A photographer who once charged per session starts selling online photography courses and earns thousands monthly. A real estate agent builds a small team and now earns commission from every sale in her network. A writer publishes one ebook and it generates royalties every month for years. These people didn't work harder. They just built leverage. Shifting from worker to builder. If you truly want financial freedom, stop asking, how can I make more money? And start asking, how can I build something that makes money for me? That's the difference between a worker and a builder. Workers rely on effort. Builders rely on leverage. You have to graduate from the hustle stage to the system stage. Because hustling builds income, but leverage builds wealth. Every hour you spend building leverage pays you for the rest of your life. Whether it's a team, a system, or an investment, once it's in place, it keeps producing. So don't chase more labor, chase more leverage. Because the goal isn't to work harder forever. It's to build something that keeps working for you long after you stop. Chapter 5. Multiple streams of scalable income. Let's start with a truth that separates the rich from everyone else. The average person has one source of income. The wealthy have many. Because when you depend on only one income stream, a job, a client, or a single business, you're one decision, one policy, or one crisis away from losing everything. But when you build multiple scalable income streams, money continues to flow no matter what happens. That's the difference between financial survival and financial freedom. What is scalable income? Scalable income is income that grows without growing your workload. It's when your systems, content, or capital continue producing income long after the initial effort. Let's say you create a digital course once and sell it to thousands. Or you write a book that keeps selling every month. Or you invest in real estate that pays rent month after month. That's scalable income. It compounds with time. Working for money is fine. But building systems where money works for you, that's freedom. The 4 types of income streams. Let's break down the 4 main types of income streams you can build, starting today. 1. Active income. This is the money you earn by working directly, your job, freelance projects, commissions, or consulting. You trade time for money here. It's your foundation, but it's not the finish line. Active income pays your bills. But if it's your only income, you'll never have time freedom. So, use your active income as the fuel to build other income streams. 2. Semi-passive income. Semi-passive income requires effort to start but less effort to maintain. This includes things like online courses and ebooks, affiliate marketing, YouTube channels or podcasts, subscription communities or newsletters. You create something once, and it continues to bring returns over and over. This is where most modern entrepreneurs start scaling, using the power of the internet. 3. Passive income. This is the golden stage, when your money, systems, or assets earn for you 24/7. Examples include real estate rental income, dividend-paying investments, business equity shares, automated e-commerce stores. Here, your role shifts from worker to owner. And ownership is where freedom truly begins. Passive income doesn't mean no work. It means front-loaded work. You build once, maintain lightly, and reap rewards repeatedly. 4. Portfolio income. This is income generated from assets, stocks, crypto, businesses, or funds appreciating in value. It's where your money multiplies itself. And it's how wealth silently compounds while you sleep. The wealthiest people in the world focus less on earning and more on owning. Because ownership, not effort, is the true path to freedom. The power of compounding streams. Here's something powerful. When you have multiple income streams, even small ones, they compound. $300 from an ebook, $700 from a freelance project, $1,000 from an investment, $2,000 from rent. Individually, they seem small. Together, they create financial stability and, eventually, abundance. Every new stream you build reduces your dependence on any single one. And when one slows down, another keeps you afloat. That's how financial security becomes inevitable. How to build multiple streams, the smart way. Don't try to build everything at once. The key is sequencing, not speed. Here's a simple roadmap. 1. Master one high-income skill. This is your foundation. Use it to create consistent cash flow. 2. Turn that skill into a scalable offer. Create a digital product, a consulting system, or a recurring service. 3. Reinvest the profits. Use your income to buy assets, stocks, real estate, or a small business. 4. Automate and delegate. Use systems or teams to manage each stream while you build the next. You're not just creating money, you're creating a machine that produces money. Building financial ecosystems, not hustles. Many people start side hustles. Few build ecosystems. A hustle demands you. An ecosystem sustains you. In an ecosystem, your streams feed each other. Your business promotes your book. Your book grows your brand. Your brand attracts clients. Your clients fund your investments. That's the secret of exponential growth. Everything you build supports everything else. Multiple streams of income aren't just about money, they're about freedom. Freedom to choose what to do. Freedom to walk away from what doesn't serve you. Freedom to live life on your terms. So, don't just chase income. Design it. Build it. Stack it. Because when you create scalable income streams that flow together, you don't just earn more. You become more. Chapter 6, Money Multiplication. Investing for Growth. Money has one purpose, to move. When you let money sit idle, it loses power. But when you make money move with purpose, through smart investing, it multiplies. The poor work for money. The middle class saves money. The wealthy multiply money. That's the difference. The law of money movement. Here's the first rule. Money is energy. When it moves, it grows. When it's stuck, it dies. You earn money through active effort. You keep money through discipline. But you multiply money through strategy. If your goal is to 10x your income, you can't stop at earning. You must learn to make your money work harder than you do. The 3 levels of money growth. Let's break this down into 3 stages every wealth builder must pass through. 1. Protection. Don't lose money. Before you multiply it, you must protect it. Warren Buffett said it best. Rule number 1. Never lose money. Rule number 2. Never forget rule number 1. Protection means insurance, emergency savings, and understanding risk before reward. You don't plant seeds on rocky soil. You prepare the ground first. So before you chase profits, make sure your foundation is solid. Eliminate high-interest debt. Build a 3 to 6 month emergency fund. Understand your risk tolerance. Only then are you ready to grow. 2. Multiplication. Make money work for you. This is where you turn your income into investments. The wealthy use these vehicles. Stocks, ownership in companies that grow in value. Real estate, properties that produce cash flow and appreciate. Businesses, scalable systems that generate profits. Index funds or ETFs, diversified, low-cost access to markets. Your goal is to take a portion of every dollar you earn and put it into something that grows without you. Think of it like planting trees. At first, it's just one or two. But over time, you have a forest producing shade, fruits, and oxygen, without constant effort. That's how wealth compounds. 3. Acceleration. Reinvest the profits. Here's where most people stop. They invest, then spend the returns. But true wealth builders reinvest their gains. Every dividend, every rental profit, every business surplus, reinvested. Because the magic of compounding only happens when your returns start earning returns. Albert Einstein called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. It's how ordinary people become extraordinary wealthy, slowly, then suddenly. The power of time and consistency. Listen, you don't need millions to start. You need consistency. $100 invested monthly in the right asset over 20 years could grow into tens of thousands. Not because of size, but because of time and discipline. Time turns small actions into big outcomes. The key isn't timing the market. It's time in the market. You can't 10x your income overnight, but you can 10x your trajectory by investing consistently and wisely. The mindset shift, from spender to investor. When money enters your hands, ask one question. How can I make this dollar multiply? That simple question rewires your financial destiny. Stop seeing money as something to spend. See it as seed capital for your future. A spender consumes. An investor multiplies. And every dollar you invest today becomes your silent employee, working for you 24 hours a day. Risk, reward, and reality. There's no investment without risk. But the goal isn't to avoid risk, it's to manage it. Smart investors do 3 things. 1. They research. They don't invest in what they don't understand. 2. They diversify. They spread investments across industries and assets. 3. They stay patient. They let the compounding process unfold. Remember, fast money fades, but patient money multiplies. Reinvestment equals financial acceleration. Imagine you earn $1,000 from an investment this month. A spender buys something nice. An investor reinvests it into another income-producing asset. Do that for 5 years, and your investments start buying more investments. That's how financial acceleration happens, when your money works for your money. Wealth isn't built by chance. It's built by design, by putting every dollar to work with discipline, patience, and strategy. You don't need to predict the future. You just need to keep investing in it. The earlier you start, the faster you grow. Because every dollar invested today buys you freedom tomorrow. So, stop asking, how can I earn more? Start asking, how can I make what I earn multiply itself? That's how you 10x your income, not just by earning, but by compounding. Chapter 7. The Power of Personal Branding. Turning your name into an income stream. Let's start with a truth most people overlook. Your name is already a brand, you just haven't monetized it yet. Because in today's world, attention is currency. And those who know how to build trust, visibility, and influence around their name, turn that attention into income. Think about it. Why do people pay more for Nike than for a no-name shoe? Why do clients chase certain consultants, coaches, or creators, even when others are cheaper? It's because people don't buy products, they buy people. And when people trust you, your income potential becomes limitless. The foundation, what a personal brand really is. A personal brand isn't just your logo, social media, or photo shoots. It's the story people tell about you when you're not in the room. It's your reputation, your results, your consistency, and your energy. It's the way people feel when they encounter your name. Your personal brand is your promise, the invisible handshake that tells the world. Here's what I stand for. Here's the value I deliver. Here's why I'm different. Why you need a personal brand to 10x your income. Without a brand, you're invisible. You're competing on price, not value. But with a brand, you become magnetic. Opportunities find you. Clients trust you faster. Investors believe in you easier. Audiences buy from you repeatedly. In today's economy, credibility is currency. And branding is how you mint it. Step 1. Define your core message. Ask yourself, what do I want to be known for? Your brand should represent a clear and focused message. Maybe it's financial education, leadership, fitness, real estate, or motivation. Whatever it is, make it specific. Because clarity creates credibility. The more focused your message, the faster people remember you. Step 2. Build your digital presence. The internet is the new marketplace, and your profile is your storefront. Start by establishing your presence across platforms. Optimize your bio and profile photo. Share valuable, actionable content. Tell your story with honesty and confidence. Show up consistently. The world can't reward you for what it doesn't see. Remember, visibility builds opportunity. Step 3. Create content that builds trust. Content is how you build connection before you ever meet your audience. People trust those who teach them, help them, and inspire them. So give value freely: videos, posts, podcasts, books, emails. Show your expertise. Share your lessons. Tell your story. The more you give, the more you grow. Because value builds authority, and authority builds income. Step 4. Turn your brand into a business. Once people know, like, and trust you, the next step is monetization. Here are powerful ways to turn your brand into income streams. 1. Coaching and consulting. Teach what you know. 2. Digital products. Create courses, ebooks, or masterclasses. 3. Speaking engagements. Get paid to share your story and expertise. 4. Affiliate marketing. Partner with brands that align with your message. 5. Merchandise or physical products. Sell products under your name. The secret is to build trust first, then monetize it ethically. When people believe in you, they'll buy what you create. Step 5. Build authority through results. People follow results, not intentions. So focus on doing great work and documenting the journey. Share your wins, your growth, and even your struggles. Authenticity is more powerful than perfection. When people see your results, they see what's possible for them, and that's how you build lifelong fans, not just followers. Step 6. Expand your influence. Once your brand has momentum, start building strategic connections. Collaborate with others in your space. Appear on podcasts. Write for blogs or media outlets. Network with leaders who complement your vision. Every collaboration amplifies your reach. Every partnership multiplies your impact. Because in the branding world, your network is your net worth. The ultimate goal: becoming a brand people trust. When your name equals credibility, opportunities chase you. You don't beg for attention. You attract it. You don't apply for opportunities. They find you. And that's when your name starts earning even when you're not working. That's when you've turned your reputation into revenue. The world is full of noise, but few voices cut through with clarity, confidence, and purpose. If you build your brand around truth, service, and results, people will listen. They'll follow you. They'll trust you. And they'll invest in you. So don't wait for permission to build your brand. Start where you are. Use what you have. And show up every day as the best version of yourself. Because your name, when built with purpose, can open doors your resume never could. And when that happens, your income, your influence, and your impact will never be the same again. Chapter 8. The Power of Networks. How relationships can make you rich. They say, your network is your net worth. But most people hear that and think it's a cliché. The truth? It's not a saying. It's a strategy. No one builds massive success alone. Every opportunity, every business, every breakthrough started with a person. Behind every great story of wealth is a web of powerful relationships. And if you want to 10x your income, you must learn how to 10x your connections. Wealth is transferred through people. Money doesn't just move through banks or investments, it moves through people. People open doors. People refer clients. People share opportunities. Your next level isn't in another course or strategy, it's probably one connection away. That's why networking isn't optional, it's essential. You can have all the talent in the world, but if no one knows you, trusts you, or talks about you, your value remains hidden. Visibility creates possibility, and relationships create results. The 3 levels of networks. Let's break this down into 3 levels of relationships that determine your financial future. 1. Your circle of growth. These are the people who inspire, challenge, and push you higher. They don't compete with you, they complete you. They share knowledge, celebrate your wins, and hold you accountable. You can't grow in an environment that doesn't feed your ambition. So surround yourself with people who talk about opportunities, ideas, and solutions, not gossip, excuses, or fear. Your circle should make you uncomfortable in comfort zones. Because iron sharpens iron. 2. Your circle of value. These are the people you do business with. Clients, partners, collaborators, investors. This circle is built on exchange of value. Ask yourself, how can I help others win? Because the fastest way to earn trust, referrals, and wealth is to be valuable first. Serve people genuinely. Give before you ask. Solve before you sell. When you add real value, you never run out of opportunity. 3. Your circle of legacy. These are mentors, coaches, and high-level relationships, people who've already been where you're going. They give you shortcuts, insights, and access. Never underestimate the power of mentorship. One conversation with the right person can save you 5 years of mistakes. Don't look for friends who just make you feel good. Look for mentors who make you grow fast. Because proximity to greatness produces greatness. The art of building powerful connections. Networking isn't about collecting contacts. It's about creating connections. Here's how to do it right. 1. Be authentic. Don't fake it. Be real, humble, and curious. 2. Give first. Offer help, advice, or value before asking for anything. 3. Follow up. Relationships fade without effort. Stay in touch. 4. Be consistent. People trust those who show up often, not occasionally. The goal isn't to meet everyone, it's to connect deeply with the right ones. How networks build income. Think of relationships as income pipelines. Each person you know has access to people, resources, and opportunities you don't. When you build trust with them, those resources become available to you. That's how partnerships, referrals, and collaborations multiply your income faster than solo effort ever could. The more people trust you, the more doors open. The power of social capital. Social capital is the invisible currency of trust, credibility, and reputation. Every time you deliver on your word, you build it. Every time you help someone, you multiply it. And just like financial capital, social capital compounds. One introduction can change your entire financial trajectory. So guard your reputation. Protect your integrity. Because one broken promise can destroy what took years to build. Environment determines expansion. You can't build a millionaire mindset in a broke environment. If everyone around you complains, doubts, and settles, that energy rubs off. But if you spend time with dreamers, doers, and disciplined people, your energy rises. You start thinking bigger, acting faster, expecting more. Sometimes, your income doesn't grow because your environment doesn't allow it to. Upgrade your circle, and your results will follow. At every level of success, the right relationships matter more than the right skills. Because people open doors that hard work alone never could. You don't climb to the top by yourself, you're lifted there by connections built on trust and value. So start today. Reach out, collaborate, serve. Be the person who adds light and opportunity everywhere you go. Because when your network grows, your net worth doesn't just rise, it multiplies. Chapter 9. The 10x Habits. Daily routines that multiply your income. Everyone wants to 10x their income, but very few want to 10x their habits. And here's the truth. You don't attract the level of success you wish for, you attract the level of success your daily habits can sustain. If your habits don't match your goals, your results will never grow. Because wealth isn't built in a single big move, it's built in the small, consistent actions you take every single day. The formula for 10x growth. You don't become a millionaire by working harder. You become one by operating differently. Here's the formula. Mindset plus discipline plus systems equals exponential growth. The right mindset fuels you. Discipline sustains you. And systems multiply you. Let's break down the 10x habits that turn ordinary people into extraordinary earners. Habit 1. Start every day with purpose. How you start your day determines how you live your life. Don't begin your day scrolling. Begin it designing. Take the first 30 minutes every morning for clarity. Review your goals. Visualize your desired income and lifestyle. Ask, what one thing can I do today to move closer to my 10x vision? Purpose creates power. When you start each day on offense, the world can't knock you off balance. Habit 2. Protect your energy ruthlessly. Your energy is your most valuable currency. Avoid energy vampires, negative people, gossip, distractions, or endless scrolling. You can't build an empire with a drained mind. Be intentional about where your energy goes. Sleep well. Eat clean. Move your body. Spend time with people who elevate you. When your energy is strong, your income expands. Habit 3. Learn every single day. Wealthy people don't just work, they learn. Because in the world of money, ignorance is expensive. So commit to daily learning. 30 minutes of reading. 1 podcast or audiobook per day. Mentorship, coaching, or masterminds. The more you learn, the more you earn. Because knowledge compounds faster than money. Every new skill adds leverage. Every new insight adds opportunity. Habit 4. Master time, don't chase it. Time is the only currency you can't earn back. The rich don't manage time, they control it. Use this simple rule. Focus on high-impact tasks that bring 80% of your results. Delegate the rest. Automate what you can. Eliminate what doesn't move you forward. If it doesn't bring you closer to your vision, it's a distraction. Protect your time like your income depends on it, because it does. Habit 5. Set income targets, not just wishes. Don't say, I want to make more money. Say, I will earn $10,000 this month. Specificity activates focus. Write your income goals weekly, monthly, and yearly. Then reverse engineer your actions to make them real. Numbers create accountability, and accountability creates results. Habit 6. Build systems, not stress. If you can't scale your habits, you can't scale your income. Systems are how you multiply results without multiplying effort. Create repeatable processes for marketing your work, managing your finances, following up with clients, automating your business tasks. Systems turn chaos into control, and control into growth. Habit 7. Take calculated risks. The fastest way to grow is to leave your comfort zone. Every 10x leap comes with uncertainty. But successful people don't avoid risk, they manage it. Ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen if I try? What's the best that could happen if it works? Growth hides behind discomfort. Play smart, but play bold. Habit 8. Track every dollar. What you track, you control. The wealthy know where every dollar goes, and they assign every dollar a job. Create a habit of reviewing your money weekly. Income, expenses, savings, investments. Tracking your money creates awareness. Awareness creates control. And control creates confidence. Habit 9. Practice gratitude and visualization. Money responds to mindset. You can't attract abundance while living in fear or scarcity. Gratitude shifts your focus from lack to possibility. Visualization makes your future feel real before it happens. Spend a few minutes daily imagining your success as if it's already yours. The home, the freedom, the lifestyle. What your mind believes, your reality follows. Habit 10. Stay consistent no matter what. Consistency beats intensity. It's not about doing everything perfectly, it's about doing the right things repeatedly. Keep showing up. Even on bad days. Especially on bad days. Because success doesn't come from doing something once. It comes from doing it until it works. Small daily disciplines eventually create massive results. You don't need luck. You don't need connections. You don't even need perfection. You need habits that align with your vision and the discipline to repeat them daily. Because success is never an accident. It's a habit, a decision, A daily commitment. So, don't just dream of 10x income, live like the person who already earns it. Your habits are writing your future, one day at a time. Conclusion. Your 10x journey starts now. You've just listened to ideas that have changed lives. Habits that have turned ordinary people into unstoppable achievers. And truths that, if applied, can completely rewrite your financial destiny. But remember this, information alone changes nothing. Execution changes everything. The real power isn't in what you've heard today. It's in what you decide to do next. So take what you've learned, start small, stay consistent, and commit to becoming the person who doesn't just dream about success, but creates it. Because wealth isn't built overnight. It's built every morning you wake up and choose discipline over distraction, growth over comfort, and action over fear. This is your time, your moment, your story to rewrite. Go out there and build the life you've always imagined. One habit, one choice, and one bold step at a time. If this audiobook has helped you, share it, subscribe, and keep learning, because your journey to wealth begins with a single, intentional step. This was audiobook number 3 in the Wealth Without Luck series. Stay tuned for the next one, where we'll go even deeper into the mindset, strategies, and systems that build unstoppable financial freedom. Because your wealth story is just beginning.